Better serve, a bad pass from Talisayan, who's a great receiver. Going to be a chance ball for USD. Dongala, great save. Espartero sends it over. Yambao goes to Macam. Ceballos picks it up. What a set by Cacao. Saavedra. That's Yambao digging it up. Ybañez back row got tied up with several players, but it doesn't matter.
It was already a broken play for UST, but somehow...
Set back by Yambao. Ordiales is denied by Ybañez. And UST takes the lead here in set number 3.
That seemed familiar. We've seen a... on deck to serve. 4 serving 3. Yambao will set it to Ybañez from the pipe.
Clean hit from the back row. Yan yung gusto makita ni Coach Oji. We can't
effort really of Yambao to make sure that he gets to distribute the sets very well. Ybañez denies Disquitado once again. A single block by Josh Ybañez.
Coach Oji Mamon just right by the sideline already, barking out instructions. Good serve, but a great pass. Avila is in the game, by the way, and sets to Ybañez, who puts USD at 3 set points.
The good thing about Josh Ybañez is that he knows how to...
6 points for Isaiah Roca. We did talk about him on our pre-game, so he is one of the go-to players. Meanwhile, Josh Ybañez, perfect lead.
Mini run here by Gutierrez and the Blue Eagles. Ybañez says hello to his good friend in Lance De Castro.
Again, another fast play.
Now again, USD is riding a 4-game winning streak heading into this matchup against the skidding UP Fighting Maroons. And that's gonna be a point.
Because they seem to be a little bit too forward or in the middle. Naiiwan yung end line. Oh, what a serve! And Josh Ybañez already having 2 service aces early on this set number 1. Take a look at this replay.
Linares also limited to just 1 point so far. Esquitado put up by Josh. Now he fires from the back row.
That is fired up. He's got 2 points. Ybañez against a double block. Doesn't matter. Meantime, Dongala out of the Republic of Congo. Nice serve. Great pass by G-Boy. Back row again. Ybañez now with a tip, adjusting in midair.
Ybañez flying high. And if you look at it, you know, this is a reason.
That's going to be very crucial, Mela, because important makasnatch yung middle ng blockers as they go to a quick hit on the side of Adamson. Other side, cross court by De La Noche. Aguilar will try. That's picked up by Josh Ybañez closing things off.
And the USD community just missing this side of Josh Ybañez. Yung talagang makikita mo
USC taking set number 1. And Josh Ybañez turns away Pasino.
Single block, Josh Ybañez. Let's take a look at that.
Coach Oji Mamon celebrating here on their side of the court.
Wow.
Makes that a back-to-back-to-back.
Puzzle there. And, you know, I love how he is changing up his serves to keep the receivers really guessing on the side of Nakam. And that will lead...
Shouldering a lot of responsibility. In the meantime, Ancheta pushing forward. Ybañez again from the back row. And that is inside.
And naturally, we're tied at 1 set all going to set number 3.
And we did mention that these two teams met in the finals during the previous 2 seasons.
Adamson with a gorgeous serve. Back row, Ybañez pushes it. What an adjustment again. Just when he flies in, you're thinking he's going to hit hard.
It's almost a full change of forces here for Adamson. It's only Obeda who's left inside the court as Ybañez gets that down the line.
This Sunday morning, maybe the entire day here in the Big Dome, as the women's team will also see action later. But Josh Ybañez is not done here in set number 1.
Why not? He is playing in his best form. Look at that single block against Ybañez. 4 excellent sets for Greg Ancheta serving for NU. Yambao sets quick. Ordiales.
The serve by Brian Castro. The set by Yambao. Ybañez from the pipe.
That block, and that made it so easy for Trevor Valera to get that kill.
We'll talk about Trevor Valera being a starter for Coach Oji Mamon for this matchup today. Good save there by J-Rock de la Noche. Now Ybañez from the pipe. Will that be checked? Yes, it will.
Corner pocket, good to go for Josh Ybañez. That's his 2nd point of the match. Started off with that great.
Rather committing to the front line, and then all of a sudden, Ybañez appears out of nowhere and scores that ace.
Back row. Unstoppable. Josh Ybañez.
Back row, Ybañez, drop attempt, beautiful adjustment in midair.
Super ganda ng approach na yun. Very convincing na you thought that he will hit it hard, but he saw the opening.
Benny Martinez picked up by Ybañez. Ybañez on a combination play, blocked. Alabar with a save. Ybañez again. Blocked, but it goes outside off Dongala. Ybañez will just not let up.
That's right. Josh Ybañez. That was against a player that's way taller than him.
Best in analysis.
Check ball. Check ball sa coach.
Oh, Ybañez with a bomb.
Coach Rafi, after that hit by Ybañez, napapailing, napapatadjak dito sa gilid because
Reception.
And it's the same guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Ybañez was the one that scored from attacks in that last point. Yambao for the serve, picked up by Aringo. Disquitado, denied by Josh Ybañez. Gutierrez has been serving for forever.
4-0 run. Put to an end. And who else to do that with their MVP?
Coach Carlo Cabatingan with 2 points already here on deck. This is going to be a chance for the UP Fighting Maroons in the likes of Tommy Castrodes. Saved by Alabar. Now Ybañez will end things through. Look at that sharp angle. Good save by Alabar. Another chance here. Maglinaw. Saved by De La Noche. Now Ybañez from the pipe. Was that ball checked? Yes, it was.
Yales set the serve. Yambao back pedals for an Ybañez hit. Here he comes.
Now with 8 points. He is now the leading scorer for the Golden Spikers, matching the output of his counterpart in Ordiales.
Could serve down the line from Gallego. Ybañez gets it back. One-on-one against Amigo.
Para si Ybañez, pag nakatalo na siya, nag-iiba pa rin yung flight niya or yung direction.
He's good, but he couldn't do anything about that hit.
Alabar passes.
And of course, he gets redemption. And he does.
He answers.
De La Noche and the Macam.
Wow, 3 players in double digits right away. Macam here goes for that serve. Quadra sets it up for Paulino off the blockers. Coverage was there from De La Noche. They go up to Ybañez down the line.
Josh Ybañez, kanina lagpas ulo spike, ngayon naman no-look spike. Targeting that down the line area.
Yeah, some might say na hindi pa fully battle-tested itong FEU because they've swept 4 of their matches in round number 1. So let's see if they can improve.
And yet they've only dropped 4 sets in 7 matches.
Well,
You'll see that a lot of the teams would really do their homework. They'd scout.
Yeah.
They'd find ways to respond. And so the creativity, you know, and the strategy.
Yeah.
Also a very big factor.
It has become a chess match as well. Meanwhile, Ybañez attacks from the back. Good for a 2-point lead once again for USD.
Even more scarier to go against. Let's see. They go to Macam. Dug up, but that is just too strong. Great effort here by UE. Ball is alive. Back set to Ybañez, and Josh Ybañez will score.
Josh Ybañez flying from the back row to get that kill. Reverse set.
Ancheta. 3 excellent sets serving for the Bulldogs. Good pickup from USD. Ybañez from the back row.
Yambao sending it to Ybañez. One blocker. That is just bad news.
Again, the fast plays of USD.
Combination play, Yamba will choose J-Rack. Bit of a scramble, but Maul is kept alive here. Now a chance for Olayemi. Pops it over to the other side of the court. Ybañez from the pipe.
look at the spacing established by Dux Yambao. He always has 4 options.
Can they seal things here? Get their first point? Ybañez says, not yet. Make that a 5-0 run for the USD Golden Spikers in set number 2. And with that,
De La Noche striking from the back. Picked up by Choi Diao. Budin will try again. Drop ball. Good save by J-Rack. Ybañez, drop ball. This is how you do it, says Josh Ybañez.
Smart play there from Josh Ybañez, just displaying his volleyball IQ. He waited for the blockers to descend.
We're live, by the way. We're joining viewers on One Sports. Thanks for watching us. Espartero with a serve. Valera, a combination play, and a push from the back row by Ybañez again. Ybañez now with 11. But FEU playing catch-up, down by 1. Great pass. Ybañez back row drills that one in.
See, he's at 100% already. And marami rin
Ybañez, sharp hit.
Look at that power for the Red Warriors. And Neil, this is a very different lineup from their round 1 matchup. So it's nice to see players stepping up, and Josh Ybañez will continue to score.
Another point of the pipe attack. You will see him in different sides of the court today.
right? He is everywhere. Where they were down by as much as 4 points at the start of this set. Ybañez managed to squeeze that through 2 tall blockers. Ybañez saying, not just yet. For Ybañez, you have to find a way to penetrate the block. You know, a lot of options. Perfect pass.
Gutierrez, buhay pa rin. Ybañez with a put away.
Ybañez managing to squeeze that in. Much to the delight of the USD fans.
Yambao chooses Ybañez, looking at that donut hole in the middle, right in front of the blockers.
Sarap siguro na alam mo na may middle blockers ka na mapapakagat yung...
Ybañez for the kill. You know, I smell fear when Ybañez just goes up. Such a high leaper.
Take a look at that.
Paano kayo di kakabahan, di ba?
In the UAAP.
Sakit sa ulo nito. For the other teams the next coming years.
Speaking of masakit sa ulo, Josh Ybañez from the back row has been...
Full front line here for FEU. Nice hit by Ybañez again from the back row. He's been utilized a lot more from the back.
Not very big, but they will be on the receiving end. They have strong frontliners as well. But Ybañez says thank you for that gift.
As Dave Pokita will serve this ball full front line here for the UE Red Warriors. Running set there by Yambao. Ybañez will make it work. Dug up by UE, but that is
In this game, Disquitado now in double digits, 11 points. Ybañez takes advantage of only one blocker going up against him.
Sharp serve. Alabar was there. Could receive De La Noche, slowed down by the blockers. The counter with Batas. Pipe attack, Ybañez. You know what? Who needs coffee when you have Josh Ybañez to wake you up?
That was an excellent hit.
Smiling at the net.
Overpass.
Back to Ecuador with 5 excellent sets. Yambao tries Ventura again, but now Alabar was there. That ball is, well, that's a free point. Take a look at this replay.
Falls right there at the corner.
6 points for Buds Budin.
Ybañez puts it down.
That's the perfect setup. Ganun na ganun yung gusto ni Josh Ybañez.
And try to figure out kung paano nila pwedeng mapabagal yung atake ni Rick Mendoza.
Ybañez again, back row. We mentioned how Ybañez seems more lethal coming from the pipe.
Captain Leo Ringo serving for the set. It's a perfect first ball that leads to the attack, but a soft hit on Sally. Chance. Disquitado. Kept alive. Valera with a setup to Ybañez. It's inside. What a play. The back set by Valera.
As Ducks Yambao already with 3 excellent time. Roca is dug up. Ybañez will try. That's just too much power for Josh Ybañez.
Josh Ybañez has been choosing his angles well. Saw that space with the right hand, the rock.
Ybañez from the back row. And that is in. Good target for Ybañez. Going.
Ybañez with velocity.
Again, you can see the setup of Yambao. Even, let's not forget, the 3 service aces of Jan Julian Macam. Abalia will choose Kobe. Clarence to Jello. Bit of a scramble here. Pops it over to UST. Will it be the chance for Josh? Sharpest angle of that. Leading them to set point. Match point, rather.
You can't give those free balls to UST. Lalo na't nasa harapan si Josh Ybañez.
Some errors here and there, but you know, the timing of committing these errors may be costly.
You're right on that, and Josh Ybañez still having the hot hands.
Talisayan with 3 points, hasn't scored here in set number 2. Single block, no problem. Ybañez gives Saavedra a little bit of a look.
And a twirl.
Yeah.
And Ybañez with a response.
That was a nice sharp set for Ybañez. Now if you're UE, you're currently down by 5 here. Let's see, Yambao this time sets it to Josh Ybañez. And Josh Ybañez this time will score.
Aggressive right there. Important serve now for Ordiales. Puts it over Ybañez. Will get the set. What a combination play. We haven't seen much. No, I mean, USD has had their share of combination attacks, but that was one probably of the best combinations that USD has had.
Look at Ybañez.
Pasino has 7 points. Josh Ybañez with another put away.
4 points away from clinching set number 2. That's how we'll try to help this in the likes of Rui Ventura. Ooh! Josh Ybañez from the pipe. That hit was so intense. The crowd here early this morning.
Ybañez, yes, saves a set point. USD within 1. Ybañez now with 12, matching the 12 of
Ancheta had to run after that. Jade with the extra step. Macam with a bump to Josh, doing everything right now. And a 2-time MVP puts USC up by 2.
Such a consistent for the team. Meanwhile, Aceron continues to serve here for UE. Another great serve there. Avila sets it to Sally with that soft tip, but well read by UE. Piojo will try again. Deflected by the blockers here. Kamaymayan, smart tip, well read by Alibar. Josh Ybañez from the pipe. And Macam will send it over. Piojo still dug up here. JJ Macam this time. Piojo was there. Poquita returns to Roy Piojo. Again, another long rally here. Great floor coverage here. Josh Ybañez, of course, will finish that off.
That was the goal of Josh Ybañez. Upon contact on the ball, alam mo na palabas niya.
Ybañez getting tricky.
Another excellent combination. They have to get their act together, and they have the opportunity to do so with a good pass. Ball saved by Campton. Now a chance for JJ Macam again. Denied. Now De La Noche will do the honors. Still denied. Talking about that scrappy defense, like Ann said.
Longest rally so far here in set number 2. JJ Macam will try to seal things through the block. Ball is still kept in play. Maglina pops it up now. Yambao sets it to Ybañez, targeting that large donut hole in the middle.
I love how he seems to have such a good...
And now the biggest lead for FEU at 5 points. Yeah, a very nice piston play from the pipe for Ybañez to get the side out.
Never gives up. Yet Josh Ybañez, from receiving to attacking.
And 4 so far here in set 3. Ybañez also adds to his total.
Great adjustment right there from Ybañez Red Warriors. Another sharp serve there by Josh Ybañez. This time, Isaiah Roca denied by Colinares, but coverage was there. Yambao with that dig. Ybañez will send it over. Over receive and outside.
Avila, Ybañez swipe. Josh Ybañez is just playing around with the blockers.
That's why it works for Josh Ybañez. 13 serving 9. Yambao to De La Noche. Josh Ybañez still having the hot hand on all scoring departments.
FEU led early by 1 point. They're looking for that lead again. Great pass by Alabar. Drop attempt by De La Noche. Combo play, Espartero. That is slowed down by the block. Yambao sets it up. Back row. And Ybañez again floating for the tip.
Impressive court sense from Josh Ybañez. Saw the donut
Out
hole.
of all. Josh with the answer. Goes down the line to tie it once again.
Ducks Yambao without serve. Saron, first ball. They go back to Roy Piojo. Yambao will save. Josh Ybañez find that hole in the backcourt. He really wants to finish this, Neil.
Locked and loaded. Josh Ybañez.
Alabar, solid dig. And Ybañez.
And how fast was that? And that is one advantage that their momentum from the third set. Yambao will choose Josh Ybañez for that first point for set number 4. You're watching.
Yambao sets up Josh.
Oh, look at that.
Hang time of Ybañez really allowing him to read.
Yambao sets it to Josh Ybañez from the pipe. Quick one-stop play there for the USD.
He has been getting touches on that Ybañez attack.
Yambao to Ybañez with the response.
DLSU. Looking at the stat sheet, ubos na yung space para kay Campton. But again, we go back to the need for support as USD, led by Ybañez.
Ankle, I believe. We go on. And you back up by 3. Gupiteo. That is saved by Ancheta. Gapultos able to chase. Great effort. We continue, but Ybañez stops it.
This should be a good rotation for USD with Ybañez.
Not the best of receives for Macam, but Josh Ybañez with conviction.
How did he do that? Going up again.
blockers. It was actually a broken play as well.
Docs. Ybañez. Yun na lang sasabihin ko. Ybañez.
Lost for words to describe really how Josh Ybañez is able to over the timeout. Coach Oji is saying best option. So let's see who would this best option be.
De La Noche, led by Batas. Ybañez for the win! And that is the best option. Josh Ybañez with a finisher. 24 points with this win.
We talked about how important this win is, and also
Ybañez and the Golden Spikers.
Good serve.
Thunderous.
Tight.
Bad pass, an easy block for UST. Desquitado tries again. Drop attempt. De La Noche pops it up. Yambao, back row, Ybañez. Yes!
I thought the set was a bit low, or Ybañez was not ready for that back row set, but he was still able to adjust and target the hands of his blockers.